Good evening. I'm the Maven of the Eventide. Welcome back to Vampire Playthroughs. We are playing a Vampire Therapist, the therapy game for vampires. With me tonight is...
Your analysan for the evening. Jungian expert, me.
Last we left, we had just had session 2 with our Jekyll and Hyde therapy client who hided out on us.
This must be his hideout.
Is making me think of Wednesday, which we watched recently.
Yeah, we sure did.
You didn't like it?
The writing in that show is awful. I love the show, but my God, the writing sucks.
And now we are about to have our second therapy session with our Renaissance
And now that I pissed off
noblewoman.
our entire audience, let's get rolling.
All the Wednesday fans in our audience. That show is all aesthetic.
Yeah, all filler, no killer.
Well, there's plenty of
Well, there
killers.
is killing,
Yeah,
yeah.
plenty of. Woo, what a day! I made it to Andy's Club in Leipzig. Wait,
I think this is page 1.
yeah, this is page 1. Is this... Wait, did I click on the wrong thing? I clicked the first one. Was I supposed to click the last one?
Yeah, because this is April 26th.
Okay, last time you told me to click the most recent one, not the last one, remember?
No. Just, no, I mean, pick, yeah, just whatever has the most recent date.
Last time it went in backwards order. We went through all that. We had a whole thing about it.
I don't remember things. When's the show
Take
going to
2.
start? Hey.
Samuel, greetings. All right.
Hi there, Andy.
Dr. Drain transformed into Lord Ludris. Luridus.
There it is.
During our session today, that dude has got some issues. Lourdes hates Dr. Drain, and Drain hates him. Lourdes loves what Drain rejects, blood and sex. Lourdes believes in acting like our animal cells without apology. Where Drain is scientific, Lourdes is unscientific. Lourdes is extremely confident. I gotta talk to Dr. Drain about where this Lord Lourdes comes from and see if I can't get these two fellas speaking the same language.
I love how he also writes with apostrophes and spiking.
He just doesn't even put the G on his words. So with her, we said next time I'll dig into the family stuff. Seems like there's a lot of anger there.
Is this our next patient, I guess?
Yep. We'll get a refresher. She thinks her life is meaningless because of modern art is meaningless too. Apparently the rise of the Spacewalker movie set her off. All right. Yeah, it was like Star Wars.
Yeah.
She's high-minded. She has issues with her former husband. She thinks most people are corrupt, especially menfolk. She used to be a devout Catholic. She likes to be in control, maybe a lot of control fallacies. All right, so last time we had to narrow down our list of cognitive distortions and just pick a few.
Mm-hmm.
So with Lord Lourdes, we focused on should statements. So this time, I guess we're going to be focusing on control fallacies.
Look at you doing your research.
Yeah, and we're going to focus on her family stuff and her anger there.
I still don't know why he doesn't just write in his book instead of just tearing pages out of his client record book.
I think what we have when we're doing this session is like a notepad, and this is my personal diary. So I'm not writing in my personal diary during a session.
But then you're just taking everything and putting it into your personal diary, which is weird.
Yeah, but I'm not going to have my personal diary out during a session.
I know, but still, you have to separate your professional and personal lives, especially as a therapist. You got to keep those two things separate.
Nah. I understand the point here.
Do you, Andy?
Oh, hey, Andy.
Hey, Andy.
Oh, I don't sound like I'm in a good mood at all.
What is wrong, my friend? You don't seem your chipper American self.
I guess I ain't too happy to be seeing tonight's client. I'm still feeling the tongue lashing she gave me last time.
Ah, yes, the Senora d'Este. She certainly has a way with words.
It ain't that. It's just this sense I get. Like she thinks I can be a certain way just because she tells me to.
Aha. At least that makes her core distortion clear, doesn't it? You know what it is, of course.
Control fallacies out the wazoo.
That lady's got control fallacies out the wazoo, and they've given her centuries of stress.
I do not know this term, wazoo, but you are correct. The woman who chooses immortality so that she can ensure her family makes the correct decisions probably has some control issues.
And taking out her stress on me.
Do not take her criticisms too much to heart, my friend. You are simply a convenient target, an element within her control.
That still don't make it much fun.
I will not deny that Senora Deste is a confrontational client, but take her presence as a gift, however you can. A woman so powerful in her time has much to teach us. You have all the tools you need at your disposal to help her. Consider your approach.
All right, so we definitely want control fallacy.
That's already locked in.
Okay.
Yeah, we know that one.
Maybe should statements.
Should statements, overgeneralization.
But should statements is a kind of control fallacy, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
I think
Maybe black and white. That's also a kind of control fallacy. Well, no, we had,
overgeneralization for sure.
that's another kind of control fallacy. Okay.
Maybe disqualifying the positive, like she's not seeing the positive parts of her own family.
I guess she could be doing that to other people, but I don't think she'd do that much for herself.
No,
She's
it's
not
true.
down on herself at all.
No, it's used for other people, not just herself.
Yeah, but I'm not really here to like. I want to focus more on herself.
All right. Just remember who told you so.
Personalization with her control fallacy. That's another kind of control fallacy. Maybe if I'm getting more specific about her control fallacies, maybe that's what I should be doing.
I don't know. If she's going to be talking mostly like about her family, then I would go with disqualifying and labeling.
No, we're trying to get to like the core of why she's so controlling, like to get her to stop being so controlling. So if she's like, I'm being controlling because this reflects personally on me, like it's because of me that this and this.
Well, I would be like trying to help her see the good parts of her family. It's like they're doing just fine without. Can you just leave them alone? That'd be great.
We'll see.
All right, I think I'm ready.
I will leave you to meditate then. Be well, Samuel, and let this 3,000-year-old tell you, you are a fantastic therapist.
Thank you, Andy.
Oh, gosh. You're gonna make me blush. Get on out of here, boss. I can handle this.
I know you can.
I think I'm ready. And here she comes. A deep breath.
What about our meditation?
Howdy, Senora. Nice to see you again.
Liar. You are as pleased to see me as I am to see you, therapist.
At least you didn't call me a peasant.
We're gonna get straight into it, huh? All right, lay it on me. Why ain't you happy to see me?
Because you are a worm.
I've been called a lot worse. You're gonna need to be more specific than that, Senora.
Yeah, what's wrong with worms?
You are a worm because of the way you wriggled into my mind the last time we spoke,
I had
leaving
an
behind
impact.
loathsome doubts. The only reason I am here is to confront you for your beastly behavior. I come to you in crisis, and you suggest that I am the cause of my own woe. Aren't you supposed to help me?
Yep.
Senora, you came in here telling me that Art is dead. How am I supposed to help you with that?
I don't know. But telling me that my existence has been a complete waste of time is not comforting.
I definitely don't remember saying that, Senora. What I said is that you ain't gonna change the world for anyone, but that doesn't mean your work wasn't worth anything. That's what I call a control fallacy. Senora, you're one person. One powerful, intelligent, and talented person, but one out of billions. You can't expect to reach everyone. Doesn't matter how good the art you produce is. It ain't gonna help a fellow like me who grew up without ever having heard the name Michelangelo.
Michelangelo? Who is Michelangelo?
The guy what painted the Sistine Chapel. Michelangelo.
Michelangelo did no such thing. Perhaps you are thinking of a man from New Jersey, or a turtle. It is Michelangelo.
Senora, you want to talk about wasting time? What's using me as a punching bag doing for you?
Very well. I will speak plainly. I am angry with you, Mr. Walls. Yes, perhaps not all I did was a waste of time, effort, and pain, but to think that much of it was. This is most horrifying.
Overgeneralization.
Listen carefully, Samuel. It is not only truth that harms the Senora, but also the way she perceives
Personalization,
truth.
then?
Maybe?
Yes, perhaps not all I did was a waste of time, effort,
Like,
and
my gut said
pain,
Nosferatu, but
to
it's not a
think
black
that
and white
much of
thing.
it was.
This is most of it.
This is most horrifying.
Listen carefully, Samuel. It is not only truth that harms the Senora, but also the way she perceives truth.
Is it just
Yes,
control fallacy
perhaps
again?
not all I did was a waste of time, effort, and pain.
I guess.
But to think that much of it was. This is most horrifying.
Well, our best guesses were wrong, I guess.
Maybe?
Maybe it'd help
It
if we
wasn't.
looked at that word
Okay.
you used. A waste of time, effort, and pain.
Okay.
I thought the hint would be like, it's like, well, not all of it was. And it's like, okay, so it can't be Nosferatu, because that sounds like a shade of gray.
I guess just saying anything is a waste of time, effort, and pain.
Ooh.
Even if you didn't achieve your goals in them efforts, you can't just say they were a waste of time. Now, if you were sitting in bed for 400 years watching bad TV, then I might agree with you.
A disgusting notion. I am already dead. I do not need my mind to actively decompose by watching Batflix's latest trash.
So maybe let's reserve waste of time for trash, huh? I can see why it'd be upsetting to see something you put a lot of effort into not work out.
It is more than upsetting. It is devastating. I did not just fail to bring the understanding of true beauty into the world, I failed to bring it to my own familia. I watched them die, Mr. Walls. It was not the physical death that caused me the greatest pain, but the spiritual death. They had no care for the Gonzaga name nor the Deste name. Despite my sacrifice and all my efforts, they pissed away my legacy.
Ooh boy, sounds like there's a lot to unpack here.
It is a dark and painful story, Mr. Walls. A story where my greatest joy turns to ash, and I was powerless to stop it. When last we met, did I tell you about my son?
No, I don't think so.
Federico. Ah, my dear Federico, my little clown, my delicate artist, my beautiful boy. I suffered for him, Mr. Walls. I put up with my husband, Frankie, and all his brutishness, all his licentiousness. All for Federico.
Oh, look at her face. Aww.
I raised him to be intelligent and clever, to understand the gentle arts and philosophy. I raised him to be a Deste. But for all my efforts, I could not cool his Gonzaga blood, and it persisted for a century, to the ruin of our house.
Control fallacy, I guess?
Sounds like it to me, yeah.
I hate to break it to you, senor, but every kid's got two parents, whether they know them or not. And kids have got minds of their own.
I refuse to believe that we are trapped by our blood. What was my destiny as a girl? Men of my time said it was to be servile and docile, a political pawn. What saved me from that fate? Knowledge, study, an appreciation of art, music, history, and literature. In the same way, I should have been able to save my son.
Sure.
What could it
Why do you
be?
think you should have been able to save your son?
I was his mother. If I did not save him, who could?
I'm not saying someone else could. I'm saying that responsibility to save your son, that you should save him, doesn't line up with the truth. It ain't some kind of destiny for one person to save another.
Clearly, it was not my destiny to save my son. But my failure did not end with my darling Federico. I was only 153 when the once great Gonzaga house surrendered all its honor to the hated Spanish. I stood by, useless as a statue, as the Gonzaga name burned in the war of the Mantuan succession.
I want to know more about the war.
Yeah, I figure he doesn't know anything about the war, so.
What's this War of the Mantuan Succession all about?
Do you know nothing of history at all? Oh, very well. It all began because my fool of a great-great-grandson, Vincenzo II, did not listen to me. Instead of dutifully procreating with his wife, he decided to impregnate mistresses. When he ate himself into the grave, the line of succession was broken, and the French and Spanish swarmed upon my home like cockroaches. I killed a great many of them myself, but it was not enough. Eventually, the Gonzaga lands were given away to both countries. Of course, this is common knowledge. I would have had your tutors beaten.
Tutors.
Senora, the only tutors I ever had showed up after eating a can of baked beans.
All right, that's a good line.
Disgusting.
I guess we're going to ask all these questions. Yeah, why do you hate the
The
Spanish?
hated Spanish? You say that like everyone hates the Spanish.
Must I mince words with my therapist? Naturally, I do not include the Spanish among those who hate the Spanish.
I don't hate the Spanish. I've known plenty of fine Spaniards.
I doubt you know much about fine company, but your pedantic point stands. Not all hate the Spanish. Very well. From now on, I shall say, the Spanish were hated by myself and sensible persons.
Oh, we can talk more about the Spanish later. So wait, there's a whole ass war going on and you're supposed to stop it? How's that work?
I gave up my humanity to guide my familia through the ages. If I could not do that, what was the point of becoming undead?
Control of fallacy again?
Senor, being a vampire gives us a lot of powers, but it doesn't give us the power to control a single human being, let alone a whole dynasty of them. When the heck have we ever listened to our betters? I ain't no historian, but I know enough to know people are liable to making the same mistakes over and over again. Humans have got that whole pesky free will thing that makes them do dumb things.
Perhaps you are correct. Stupidity is inevitable. I understand what you are trying to do, Mr. Walls.
Make you feel better?
What am I trying to do, Senora?
You are trying to tell me that I've been living a lie for more than 400 years.
I ain't doing anything like that, Senora.
I love it when we can see his fangs. And he actually looks like a good little vampire with his red eyes and his
He's a
fangs.
good little vampire. I still want to know what the lamp on his belt buckle is all about.
Do not fret, peasant. We are in agreement. I have been living a lie. We all have. As I told you last time, I know my own foolishness. But time has not made my mortal concerns fade. In my mind, I know that virtue, love, chastity, wisdom, honor, these kinds of words were created by men to make us supplicant. But, fool that I am, I still love the idea of virtue. I have loved it ever since I was a child.
I guess if we could choose it, this would be labeling. Calling herself a fool.
That's my guess.
I used to love all the tales of Roman mythology. I saw myself in all the goddesses.
All of them. Every last one, you say.
I saw my strength and chastity in Diana. In Minerva, my wisdom. In Venus, I saw my timeless beauty and romantic nature.
I mean, she does look kind of pretty there. Well, I'm glad you have confidence, ma'am.
Romantic nature.
Romantic nature? What a wretched parrot I hear. Do not look at me so. Yes, I was a romantic. Until reality came crashing down upon me.
The voice
Look
acting
at
in
this
this game is
painting
really
I had
good.
commissioned.
Oh, did you bring the painting with you?
What am I looking at? I don't know much about art.
Oh my god.
Let me guess who she's supposed to be.
The figures standing upon the arch are Venus and Mars. Mars is portrayed by my idiot husband, Frankie. Beside him, I stand as Venus.
I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be looking.
Eyes are up here.
You may appreciate my beauty, peasant, but do not let your eyes linger upon my once supple body overlong. This is art, not pornography. But look closer and you will see that even this art is a lie. This is the dream of a foolish girl. To be enjoined in pure romantic love with a handsome warrior. I believed so hard, Mr. Walls, that I thought I could make it true.
Why is there a bed on top of that archway?
Because Venus and Mars were lovers, even though she was married to another guy. They had a secret affair.
Okay, so I guess it's just symbolic. All right.
Yeah. I think that's her
thought
son,
it was
Cupid, right there.
I thought it was a French flag for a second because of the red, white, and blue.
Well,
I was like, that's really weird.
no.
I was like, why does that flag have pillows on it? It's like some sort of weird AI thing. But no.
That's her son, Cupid, who is the god of sex right there. And he's blowing his trumpet, so I think they're about to get it on.
But this handsome man is not Frankie. This is Frankie.
Oh, that's
He
her
is not
husband.
Mars, but Vulcan.
The husband she's cheating on.
Well, he's got some abs. I'll give him that.
Yes, I did not shy from truth. But see how love's aim goes amiss and strikes his gangrenous penis rather than his heart.
What? Love is striking his penis?
Is that
See
where
the
Cupid's
grapes
aiming?
behind him, for the drunkard is never far from his true love.
I don't think Vulcan was known as being a drunk.
I think she's projecting quite a bit.
See how he flails helplessly, as if begging a true warrior to put a sword in his belly.
That's not what Vulcan's begging for, hon.
I'm sensing we've got some work to do around your husband.
Whatever gave you that impression? The man was created solely to crush my view of the world and my place in it. Naturally, I might have some issues around him.
Nosferatu or
Yeah,
generalization?
I was thinking that, but I'd like it to be
It's-
a different one for a change. Nope.
Senora Deste is suggesting her husband's improprieties were designed to hurt her, but I imagine this might be news to him.
Personalization, maybe?
The man was created...
Senora,
Yeah.
whatever
Hey.
problems your husband had, they were problems he had before he even heard of you. Anyone he could have married would have had the exact same problems with him. Ain't nothing to do with you.
Yes, you are indeed correct. One cannot blame a boar for being a boar, even if you dress him up as a man. It would have been better for all if he had married a sow.
At least everyone's expectations will be lined up, huh?
Quite so, Mr. Walls. I now believe that Frankie was the truest man I ever met. That is what broke my heart.
That was a really quick turnaround.
Well, truest man is in the purest form of man.
Oh, I mean, oh, yeah, but still.
Yeah, like, this is what man truly is. So therefore, I now understand what man is. So therefore, I will never find love because this is man.
It took her 500 years to figure out that men are idiots.
No, I think she's not saying I just now believe this. But like when she believed it, it broke her heart.
Oh, okay.
Where she's just like, oh, I will never find love because man is awful. So my romantic sensibility will never be fulfilled. Because you don't really want a man. You want a male character written by a woman.
True.
I maintained the illusion that he was my Mars because that is what I needed. I was not ready to face the truth. Oh, but I knew. Even as a 15-year-old girl, I knew. But I could not accept that I was married to the legendary penetrator of Mantua.
That's a title, all right.
Sounds like a car.
Is it any wonder that I prefer the lie of Virtu? Is it any wonder that I still prefer to believe it?
Penetrator.
The problem is men. You are all weak animals who would give up your dignity for an evening in the company of Lucrezia Borgia.
Hold your horses there, Senora. I don't even know who the heck Lucretia Borgia is.
Huh, then how come you pronounced her name the same way everyone else does?
Because
She
just
is the
pronounced it.
inventor of twerking. All men flock to her, as I'm sure you would.
No, she said Lucrezia, and he said Lucretia.
Ah.
Inventor of twerking.
They say she was blonde, but she looked like a redhead to me. You know what they say about redheads. Kissed by Lucifer.
See, that should have a thingy on it.
Damn,
Apparently
Senora.
she's
Your
been to Scotland
overgeneralizations are building up and making you see whole groups of folks as awful. Now, I know you got your reasons for feeling the way that you do, real personal ones, but recognize where your experience is making you narrow your thinking. I mean, Senora, I'll be straight with you, as you're a tough lady. Here's where I think it's coming from.
Here's being a real grouch.
You're comparing people to gods, including yourself, and everyone's failing that test.
Aren't you supposed to be Catholic anyway? What's with all the pagan stuff?
Frankie weren't never going to be Mars. You weren't never going to be Venus. You weren't born out of no
Well,
shell.
it said right in her little dossier thing that's like she used to be Catholic, but not so much anymore.
Yeah, but she was comparing herself to gods when she was 15, you know?
And you will never be anything but a peasant.
Heck, Senora, I'll be as surprised as anyone if I get invited to a high society dinner. I can tell I'm hitting a sore spot, but maybe that means that's what we've got to focus on.
I do not like you, Sam Walls. But you are correct. I betray my own purity of spirit with my anger. But I say, why should we not aim to be like the gods? Humanity is not worth preserving when we are such petty creatures.
Virgin?
Not worth preserving.
Humanity ain't worth preserving if we ain't like the gods. Come on, Senora. Even the gods weren't perfect.
Yeah, come on. Like, humanity will never be like the gods. That's the whole point. So you're saying we'll never be worth preserving? That's like setting us up for failure.
You're ignoring the good about being human and giving the gods a mighty big pass on their flaws, too.
I suppose Jupiter was a bit of a fixer-upper.
So was Mars.
You should hear what he did as a swan.
I think I'd rather not. Senora, humanity is all we got. Even if we're immortal, every word we're speaking is a result of our humanity. Yeah, we make a lot of mistakes, and some of us sound like peasants, but all that messiness is worth something. It makes us who we are. Senora, I don't think you're a goddess. I think you're way more interesting and impressive, because you're real.
Well, you have great wisdom for a peasant,
Oh, look at
Sam. And your kerchief is a fetching shade of red that matches your eyes.
that. Aw.
Well, thanks, Senora. Let's focus on you, though. What happens if you're not that perfect goddess?
I suppose I have always felt that if I could not live to my ideals, I would be left with nothing. I would be discarded like Frankie's mistresses and die of some sex disease.
If I could not live to my ideals, I would be left with nothing. Nosferatu thinking?
Senora, I don't think there's any universe where you're discarded. A woman of your strength and intelligence ain't ever gonna be forgotten. Maybe things didn't turn out the way you hoped, but you made do with what you had pretty damn well. No matter what, you're holding a pretty nice set of cards. Just because you don't have a straight flush doesn't mean your life was worth nothing.
Please, Mr. Walls, do not say toilet words in front of a lady. But I understand your
You've never used a toilet in your existence.
You are correct, I think. It is hard to imagine my falling so far. Oh, Mr. Walls, I know you speak the truth. I wielded great strength in an age where women were not respected. But I alone feel the weight of my family's collapse, so I feel responsible for it.
What would that have been? Not labeling. Not...
Probably disqualifying the positive.
No. Well, maybe. Maybe.
No matter.
But I was the only person capable of preserving my family, Sam. That is what makes my failure so poignant.
Much?
Senora, what if you weren't the only person capable of preserving your family? What if no one person was?
I don't know. I never considered such a thing.
Just like you shouldn't have been responsible for keeping your son in line, like no one person should. Like, if not his mother, then who? Well, nobody.
Well, try to consider it now. What if you accepted that whatever was going to happen to your family was going to happen?
You sound like a Calvinist.
Never mind with the labeling for now. How would you feel if you knew nobody can control what happened to the Gonzaga house?
I think I would feel relieved.
Senora, whatever happened to your family, fault never belonged to you. You were the one who named yourself responsible. No one else did. Look at who you are. And I think you can be damned impressed at who that lady is.
Damn you.
I just got chills.
Aww.
I don't know, maybe it's because it's kind of
Sorry,
cold in this
I was
room.
just focusing on the mouth noises again. I was like, gosh, well, they let me master this audio.
I was sitting here getting moved by this game. Look, I have goosebumps on my arms. And
Sorry,
you're
I wasn't
sitting
paying
there.
attention. All I could hear was lips.
You're going, and I'm like, oh.
I know. It's like, what's the fire crackling and what's not?
You're having emotional moment here, and this is why I play games with you.
We keep each other in balance. Checks and balances.
I hope you guys are enjoying the emotional moments. Does this thing down here under the candles look like Mothman to you?
It looks like a little cartoon bat.
Too late, Senora.
But shh.
Damn
Look,
your
let's wrap up
eyes.
tonight, huh? I
Like-
think you did great. You probably got some stuff to think about.
Yes. Thank you, Sam. I will see you in a month.
Of course, Senora. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, this one's so much better than our last session. We did so good.
Goodbye, Sam.
Yay.
Samuel, it appears you have an admirer.
She likes my kerchief.
Oh, shucks.
I think Isabella d'Este has liked fewer than 5 people in her hundreds of years of existence, and you are one of them. Remember, though, that romantic entanglements between a therapist and client are absolutely forbidden, in case you are tempted.
I am not tempted.
Come on now, Andy. I ain't gonna do anything like that.
Of course, should the mind wander into fantasy, that is entirely
Oh my god, Andy,
acceptable.
shut up.
Oh, you're just messing with me now.
I could not help it. It's rather cute. The First Lady of the Renaissance and humble cowboy Samuel Walls. Quite a picture, isn't it?
Okay, that's it. I'm getting a drink.
I'm sorry, Samuel. Please, drink. Ask Crimson for the Royal Virgin. It's my very best. I think you deserve it.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. You have a good night, Andy.
Rest in peace, Samuel.
And see.
Huh.
And I thought I had family problems.
We really got into the Senora's family issues today, and there's lots of them. She's hopping mad that they didn't meet her standards. Isabella died so she could control her family. It didn't work. Her husband and her son were both major disappointments to her, especially her son. She really hates the Spanish. Might be a little obsessed with her late husband's feelings as man. The Senora's still holding a lot of anger. I think this is just the tip of the iceberg, though. Next time I'll see if I can't push a little more. Yeah, I was like, what are we even going to talk about next time? I feel like we fixed her.
We made her cry. That's the whole point.
Yeah, okay. So next time we're going to push her into more anger. So
Yeah, this way she keeps coming and we keep getting paid.
Yeah.
I
we
need
get
me a
paid?
That's
Crimson
all I get.
special after that one.
Huh.
Howdy, Crimson. Think you could fashion me up one of them blood
I was
cocktails?
going to ask for that special virgin thing.
I reckon so. Got a lot on your mind tonight, cowboy.
Yeah, just thinking about family stuff. I got this client who's got some real tough family issues to go through, and it got me thinking about my own. Or my lack of family, at least.
You got any family left?
I've got a great granddaughter kicking around apparently, but she's got no connection to this old cowpoke. Not sure what she'd say if a man dressed like a cowboy introduced himself as her vampire relative from the 1800s.
Maybe you should change your clothes.
I see your point. Sounds like you don't have many family problems then.
I reckon so. Family means a lot to my client, though. I hope my perspective's still useful.
How do you think she's handling her therapy so far?
I think she's doing pretty well, honestly. She spent a long time judging herself by her family's achievements, but I think she's starting to recognize the fruitlessness in that.
Seems like you don't need her family to be able to give her some hope.
I suppose not. Rich family problems were never going to be my specialty anyway. You got family back home, Crimson?
Yeah, I've got some family. We don't talk too much. I went a little wild after I got my diagnosis. They're not too fond of my lifestyle choices, but hey, at least I'm alive. And I get to hear them gossiping about how I don't age.
Well, you chose a good age to stop getting older. I often wish I weren't such a dusty old corpse, but death comes when it comes.
Sometimes he's still waiting for me to give him an opening.
Death always is. Pardon me for asking, but is there a reason you're choosing not to be a vampire?
There is, but I'm not talking about it tonight. A little mystery makes life a bit spicier, don't you think, cowboy?
Oh, I wasn't trying to pry or nothing.
Bullshit. I know you're curious. Here, consolation prize.
That is a pretty little drink. I wonder what it's rimmed with. What do
Blood
you
salt?
think? Blood salt.
But what is it?
Black Widow. Black stuff's just food coloring. Figured you were in the mood for a scary lady tonight.
Thank you kindly, ma'am. Think I'll take this to my coffin for a quiet night.
You do that, honey. And don't spill in Andy's coffin. He'll act like he's not mad, but you know he's mad.
Why should I be upset? What has happened has happened.
Not bad, cowboy. Get the hell out of here.
Okay, I'm going. See you later, Crimson.
What's in the past is in the...
Ah, there we are. Gotta get me one of these fancy coffins for back home.
Yeah.
Ah, crap, I spilled it.
Hard to drink lying down. Like, she could have given him a straw or
It's a
something.
very spacious coffin, though.
I don't think he can sit up in it, though.
Now, let's see. What am I in the mood for? I think I'm either going to find a passage from Little Women that suits me, or I'm going to watch Shemp get smacked in the head with a hot iron.
Which
I
one's
just
Shemp?
realized he has like a gas lamp going on in this very small, confined space. Unless that's like an LED or something.
It's an oil lamp.
I know, but it's also like the chimney is pointed right at like the upholstery.
Yeah.
It's a bad idea.
Maybe there's like an air vent up here?
Well, I mean, it's got electricity and a TV in it, so I guess maybe it has like an exhaust fan.
Maybe.
It probably gets a little stuffy in there.
Which one is Shemp?
From Three Stooges.
Yeah, but which one?
He was the after Curly died, he was the replacement.
Oh.
Or I'm going to bed.
Actually, no, not before he died, but before he got too sick to continue.
Well, last time we watched something, we actually had to sit and watch the whole dang thing. So let's read a passage from Little Women and see how this book actually fits thematically in with this.
All right.
I was reading something online recently about someone who was doing a deep dive into Louisa May Alcott's life. She's the author of Little Women, and how she was actually a trans man.
I can always turn to the Alcotts in my times of doubt. Somehow they got above it all and started exploring humanity. Now, where was that line? All right, here in chapter 8. I am angry nearly every day of my life, Joe, but I have learned not to show it. And I still hope to learn not to feel it, though it may take me another 40 years to do so. Yeah, that sounds like the Senora. Hope she doesn't have to wait too much longer, and that I'm not making it worse.
That's her secret, Cap.
She's always crabby.
Well, that's enough fun for one day.
Oh yeah, I read my one sentence. I'm beat.
Good night, son. See you in hell.
Thought we only had a granddaughter. I'm gonna
Great,
start saying
great,
goodnight to
great,
Gray
great,
that way.
great.
Good night, son. See you now.
Samuel, greetings. I believe you are seeing our actor friend tonight, are you not?
Brush up on the actor friend. Edmund Kean, who was a real actor back in Shakespearean times. Well, not Shakespearean times, but he was a Shakespearean actor back in oldie times. Edmund is afraid to get back into acting because he's afraid of getting anything but universal praise.
Yeah, he does use G's. He wrote acting instead of acting.
Self-centered mindset.
Boom.
Believes
Tough acting tonight.
believes he determines what acting must be, diminishes the thoughts and opinions of others.
I'm the only person
Champion
who
gaslighter tried to convince me I was attacking him. See, he didn't do it there. Sees the world through theater. Next time I'd like to dig in on where all this comes from. Why is this fella so
He
insecure?
went to Southern Belle there for a while. Sees the world through theater.
I can't help getting a little fancy when it comes to theater.
I know, I'm
I
having
can't help
flashbacks to
little
Ladies'
things.
Choice. In the bushes.
Yeah, I guess so. I still ain't sure I'm the right therapist for that fella.
There may not be a right therapist for him, but let us think positively. He has put himself in your care, and that is a tremendous step.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm thinking it's gonna be an uphill battle, though.
At least his core distortion is clear, don't you think? You know what it is, I am sure.
Do you know? I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
I guess disqualifying the positive?
That's my guess.
Because
From
these
what
two
I
were
remember.
new ones, and it would have been one that existed before that.
Is it disqualifying the positive?
I'm guessing no.
You do know which client you are seeing tonight, yes? Inflating the positive might be more appropriate.
Okay.
Right. Guess I had a little brain fart.
So it is one of the new ones. So he's the one that says acting exists because of me. So maybe personalization?
Guess.
It's personalization, right?
No?
Of course, a distortion common to many with narcissistic tendencies.
Yep, it's the Edmund Kean show all day, every day.
All right.
I recognize your disdain, but pause a moment. It must be difficult for Edmund to make everything all about him all the time, don't you think?
He doesn't have to make everything about him, though.
He doesn't know that. Keep digging, Samuel. You will find his truth. Choose your distortions well.
Okay. So not disqualifying the positive then. guess overgeneralization probably would be a big one, right?
Overgeneralization, control, Nosferatu.
Yeah. You think control? Because the last one was all control.
I mean, doesn't I mean, there's only like 7 choices. So.
Be emotional reasoning, or should statements? Well, should statements and control fallacy were the last 2 clients. So.
I mean, labeling makes sense. Emotional reasoning.
Well, labeling is usually when he's insulting himself. So these 2 are the insulting yourself ones. So since he's not insulting himself that much, maybe we should stay away from these 2. So maybe emotional reasoning. And maybe should statements like he's saying everyone should love me.
Love me because I am an actor.
I think I'm all holstered up now.
Right.
Very good, Samuel. I wish you patience and compassion. Good luck.
See you later, Andy.
You are ready?
All right, now what did Andy teach me? Breathe. I think I'm ready. Right on time.
The vampires
I think
breathe?
I hear him coming.
Yeah, remember he was doing his breathing exercises?
Okay, yeah, it just hit me. That's like, they don't really have to do that.
I don't think they have to, but they do. You got to breathe to talk, right?
All right. I mean, I guess it's probably in control of a reflex at this point.
Hey, Edmund, good to see you. How you been feeling these past few weeks?
Empty, my dear boy. Empty. I am but a vessel made for a single purpose. But alas, and alack, that purpose is in supply most rare.
You mean acting, right?
Aye, that's the rub. Acting, my dear boy. Acting. My thespian blood goes rancid with stagnation, and the only cure seems to me irreprehensible now. I do not wish to face these mortal directors, for they dare to tell me my art.
Ain't that what directors are supposed to do?
Oh, my dear boy. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and others have greatness thrust upon them. No director can thrust greatness upon the already great. In mine own case, mine greatness hath already been achieved.
My brain says emotional reasoning, but I don't think that's right.
No. Oh,
For generalization?
Or Nosferatu thinking, no director can thrust greatness.
Yeah. I mean, we get infinite tries, so it doesn't.
Nobody's saying you ain't
Hey,
great, Eddie.
Look at you.
You're talking in extremes. If every actor's awful or perfect, what the heck's a director supposed to do?
A most unenviable position, to be sure. I have directed, and did find it most odious. Indeed, a great actor can make the less talented seem even smaller.
Well, you get it. All the director's doing is making sure everyone's doing what they're best at, right? And that ain't saying you ain't great.
I suppose, but it is most frustrating when I know best.
Well, maybe you can help me understand a little better. You said that greatness was thrust upon you, right? How did that happen?
Ah, you are curious to hear what circumstances created this actor non-pare. I cannot blame you.
Is that how that's pronounced? Non-pare?
I know, I was thinking that too, because the only time I've ever heard non-pare is like in chocolate and candy and stuff.
Yeah. Non-pariel?
I guess it means unparalleled?
Yeah. In French. But non-pare?
Why do they call chocolates that, though? Like those
because
little...
it's like the best chocolate ever.
No, there's like a little piece of chocolate with like those little...
White dots on
diddy
it,
dots
yeah.
all
No,
over
it's
it.
the best chocolate ever.
All right, you keep talking to him. I'm going to look up more about on chocolate. No, please.
Recounting such a history will please me indeed. I first rattled the foundations of the stage as a mere babe. Indeed, too young for memory, and yet old enough to command attention. Clad only in swaddling cloth at the age of 4, I was Cupid himself. But my arrows seemingly went astray, for the entirety of the audience fell in love with me. It is the stuff of legend. For tender as my mind was, I could not bear witness to my own greatness. But it does prove that I was indeed born great.
But you said greatness was thrust upon you.
It was a matter of necessity. You may not guess it from my gentle speech, but I am no lordling. Selfishly, and surely to spite me, my father shuffled off his mortal coil when I was but a babe in arms, ere I ever graced the stage. It left my mother and myself in dire straits.
Personalization. He's saying his father died to spite him.
Hold on a sec. You said your old man died selfishly. What do you mean?
Well, what kind of a father drinks himself to death when he has a beautiful baby son at home? I at least waited until my son was older before I did the same.
Eddie, come on. Listen to yourself. I'm sure you didn't die to spite your son, just as your pa didn't die to spite you. I ain't gonna deny his choices hurt you, but they weren't all about you.
Forgive me then. 'Tis ever the fate of an actor to feel every emotion more keenly. The situation my mother and I were left in was most precarious. We were the lowest of the low, you see. We lived in the rookeries and begged for our bread. But he that hath wit must make content with his fortunes fit. And oh, did we beg! She was my Queen Gertrude, and I her filthy little Hamlet. Did I mention I played Hamlet at age 14?
Age 14? Hamlet's supposed to be 30.
No, I hadn't heard that.
Well, anyway, my mother was a competent actress, but it was my wit alone that saved us from destitution.
Disqualifying the positive, I guess, of his mother this time, instead of himself.
Forsooth, I was so prodigious that, at the age of 7, I garnered the attention of one Reginald Flopbot of the Worthington Flopbots. 'Twas he who paid to get me off the streets and into the dormitories. He said, "Edmund, my cherub, the streets are not for you. One day you will be the greatest of actors."
I wonder if Flopbot was a real person too. Like, how much of this story is actually real?
All right, so I learned a lot about non-imperials. If you ever want to ask me, quiz me about them, then I can tell you all about it. But apparently in Australia, New Zealand, they call them hundreds and thousands, which is cute.
Because they have all those
In the
sprinkles
UK,
on
they
them.
call them jazzies, which I love.
So are they really unparalleled compared to other chocolates?
Apparently it's just because they're like the best cake decoration ever, I guess.
Okay.
And it said they used to be like little tiny comfits. So maybe they used to have like little nuts and fruits inside of them or something. I don't know.
Hey, how about that? You went and proved him right.
Piffle. Master Flopbot never gave a fig about my potential. I was a prop to him, a symbol of his generosity and high breeding. Every month he would stage an elaborate party with all the well-to-do society of London. The dandy fop would stand upon a dais and announce himself as the saviour of the city's poor. That was my cue. I would be lowered down from the rooftop, wearing naught but swaddling clothes and a set of opulent wings. The gentry's delight was my dungeon. But I would flit among them, reprising my breakout role as Cupid by shooting little arrows of love at them. At the age of 7, it was most disquieting. At 11, on the cusp of manhood, the shame was too much to bear.
Dang, Eddie, that sounds awful. That Flopbot fella had no right to do that to you.
No, indeed. I remember my last performance quite vividly. The titters and leering glances from the guests linger ever in the back of my mind. And fool that I was, I played my part still. I should have plunged mine arrows into that fool Flopbot's chest instead of shaming myself.
Were they sharpened arrows?
Well, I mean, you got to get the love in there
Hold
somehow.
on a sec there. You saying you should have stood up for yourself. Where the heck does that come from? You were 11 years old. How the heck were you supposed to know any better?
I knew enough to know that being paraded around in swaddling clothes was a farce, and yet I played along. So yes, I should have done something about it.
Could you imagine Gray murdering someone with an arrow
Yeah, actually, I can.
at 11 years old?
Mm-hmm.
Out of shame for being paraded around.
Oh, sorry, we're getting really creepy, child murderer territory.
Right? Like, he was 11.
And then what would have happened?
I don't know, but I would have been spared the indignity that I participated in.
You didn't have those answers then, and ain't nobody would expect you to. That's kind of how exploitation works, Eddie.
Indeed, the word exploit was not even in the standard lexicon at that point. How could I have known? Regardless, I swore that night to never be a puppet again. I stole away and gave myself to the mercy of Poseidon. The bargain was struck, and he swallowed up my hated swaddling clothes and wings.
So you threw them into the ocean? Did you run away on a ship?
I thought it made it sound like he
In
drowned
desperation,
himself.
I signed on with a mercantile shipping agency. I thought, perhaps, that my body would bend more than my soul. But oh, did I toil! Life upon the sea is most cruel. Biting winds did carve my visage. Low words hardened my heart. and heavy weights left me
Yeah,
bent.
you were a frilly little actor and you thought you could be like a pirate, like a sailor? No, that's hard work, dude.
By the time I had fulfilled my bargain with the Lord of the Sea, I had become an older man, my efforts etched into every crease on my face.
Dang, sounds intense. How long were you at this job?
A week.
An age, a life, 6 months, each one a hungry leech torn from my bleeding body. I am convinced this gauntlet was prepared for me alone, for ne'er in history has one so blessed by grace been subjected to such toil.
Eddie, I gotta stop you there. It's gonna be a lot easier to accept your truth when you realize you ain't alone in your suffering. Hell, there ain't nothing more human than suffering, and historically, kids ain't had it so good.
But none suffered as I suffered. A boy such as I was not meant for such misery.
Compadre, I had my first kill and no home at 12 years old. My brother had a stutter his whole life on account of the regular beatings my stepdaddy gave him. Maybe your suffering felt like the only suffering in the world, but it wasn't. And it'll hurt less when you realize you weren't alone.
His first kill when he was 12 years old? Who did you kill when you were 12, Sam?
Maybe he means like hunting, you know?
No. No, that's not what he means.
But keep telling me your story. I already know there ain't nobody like you in the world, so don't worry on that account.
Now then, at last, we close the circle as nature ever demands. I return to London and into the graces of my dear Uncle Moses and his comely mistress, Charlotte. 'Twas she who filled my dramaturgical quiver with dire arrows fletched by the bard himself. And when my deft fingers plucked the bow of humanity, at last I was free.
So she gave you some Shakespeare books to read.
Huh?
I cannot speak more plainly. The good woman taught me the works of Shakespeare, and armed with this knowledge, I conquered the stage and saved myself from toil.
Oh, well, right.
And so, you see, the die was cast from the moment I was born. The stage was made for me, and it was my skill upon it that saved me from the streets and saved me once again from a life at sea.
It sounded like you had an uncle who you could have gone to this entire time. That you
And lower myself. Never.
You lived begging in the rookery, and then you lived at the mercy of this guy who exploited you.
Because I live to complain, but I have an image to maintain.
The stage was made for me, and it was my skill that saved me from the streets, saved me once again from it. Is that personalization again?
I think so.
Eddie, my man, I got some good news and bad news for you. The truth of the matter is, fate doesn't give a stable full of horse shit about you.
Wow, I'm so vulgar today.
Ain't none of us are that special. The world ain't waiting for us to show up. It's just gonna keep turning.
Perhaps you are right, my dear boy. You are correct. My success was not because of the fates, but in spite of them. The fates said, Edmund, you are a child of the slums. But I shamed the immortal hags in my own manner. The stage roused my spirit. Thus I knew my destiny lay upon it.
Emotional reasoning?
You got it, amigo. You wanted the stage to be your ticket out of the bad days. Maybe that's why you were so successful. Your intrinsic motivation made you keep pushing to be better.
'Tis so. 'Tis so. The threat of the rookeries loomed ever upon my overladen spirit.
Rookeries? I'm just picturing these giant birds' nests. Like he's living...
Yeah, I was thinking like bats or something.
Like, what are you living among the eggs? Like, what are the rookeries? Someone who's actually
My uncle
versed
worked on a farm.
in British history, tell me, what were these rookeries he was living
the
in?
Hens.
Acting presented itself as a way to keep myself out of them. It is natural that I should weigh its importance so heavily.
I can see why acting means so much to you, Eddie. I probably feel damn near the same about the things that got me out of my bad days.
Thank you. Then you understand how my alienation from the theatre does pain me so. And yet, the cure is as deadly as the illness. These damnable critics! Not a single lifetime among them, and they deign to challenge my interpretation of the written word.
Have you tried just not reading the reviews?
They simply
read the
cannot
comments,
relate
Eddie.
to my singular experience. I will bare my soul upon that stage, and they will all sneer and malign it on their internet profiles.
Generalization?
It's either that or Nosferatu.
You're so certain that them critics are all the same, but I think that ain't being honest with yourself. Not all critics are bad. It takes work to be good at something, so of course the decent critics are gonna be rarer.
What you say rings true, indeed. Although past critics were flabbergasted at my portrayal of King Lear, not all were. And modern perspectives have affirmed that my interpretation was nothing short of brilliant.
Yeah, and now that the internet lets anyone be a critic, you're going to have much more of the unexperienced ones.
Yeah, you get it. I took a look at your Wikipedia entry last night, Eddie. Maybe you've had a few bad critics here and there, but history says you're a legend, and your work speaks for itself. Hell, you were around before film was ever a thing, and people still remember you.
Ah, your words warm me, as an ersatz son for the one we have forsaken. With thy help shall I gird my soul mayhap, and grace the stage once more.
Yeah, gird it. Gird it good.
Well, let's talk about that then. What's the biggest thing stopping you from getting back up on that stage right now?
That it all simply might not be worth it. Why should I bear my damned soul when the audience hath not the sight to see it?
Maybe I can ask you a question then. What if there were no audience?
No audience?
Is he trying to get him to be a
Do you know what a
vlogger?
stage is, sir? It is a platform where life in brief may be portrayed. It is a platform because it is separate from the audience.
Well, he should join up with the Bog Witch and just be on OnlyFans with her.
That could work.
Yeah, we should introduce them to each other.
Without such, the stage ceases to be a stage.
As in, if a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound?
Simply but elegantly put, my dear boy. Without the audience, the stage loses all meaning, like a monarch without a kingdom.
Sounds like overgeneralization again.
Or Nosferatu. Loses all meaning.
Just a minute there, partner. You're saying that the stage is nothing without the audience. But I gotta ask you, where does the acting come from?
Ah, but from simple tongues, the purest of queries, narrow in breadth, but as deep as the sea.
You're really condescending, you know that?
The source of acting is everything, my boy. The beating of every heart, the cry of every child, the fluttering of a butterfly's wings.
Okay, I agree with him. There is no stage without an audience, but there's not no acting without an audience. You could act without a stage.
The roots of acting are intertwined with those of life itself.
So does acting come from the audience or from everything?
My dear boy, you prove yet again, as the bard oft did, that 'tis the fool who sees the truth as it is.
Oh my God!
I bow to your simple wisdom.
You are so condescending.
Thanks, I guess. Let's figure out how we can bring it back to acting. Forget the audience. I know we can't see in mirrors and all, but what do you think of filming yourself?
Brilliant notion. Yes, I shall become my own audience. I shall bring myself to rapture. Forsooth, if I cannot pleasure myself, whom can I pleasure?
We're still talking about acting, right?
Oh, my dear boy, the pleasures of the flesh are secondary to one who knows character above all else. Indeed, we speak of the noble art. I shall do as you suggest. If there is one on this lonely orb that can inspire an artist such as I, it is myself.
I ain't sure I'd put it exactly that way, but I think you're touching on the thing we've been talking about. The motivation's got to come from you, amigo.
You're not touching on the thing we're not talking about.
We are of one mind, dear boy. Perhaps I left my muse in the mortal realm, but I shall find him once more. Not only for myself, but also for my public. Yea, the masses flock to my Wikipedia page as moths to a flame, each a silent plea for the return of the one true artisan of the stage.
Overgeneralization?
I don't know. It says the masses are pleading for him to return to... I guess they could be flocking to his Wikipedia page for other reasons? No?
Edmund sees his individual qualities as spurring others into action. Does he assume too much about himself?
No, personalization, I guess.
Yea, the masses flock to my Wikipedia page as moths to a flame, each a silent plea for the return of the one true artisan of...
Now hold your horses there, fella. You're reading a little too much into the whole Wikipedia thing. There's 1.5 million reasons why people might be looking you up.
Did you just hear horses whinny?
Yeah, it does that every time he says that.
I mean, I hear tell the biggest Wikipedia page out there is the one for that coronavirus that got all them mortals all worked up. And I'm pretty sure they don't want that coming back.
It's never left.
And thus dost thou scuttle a burgeoning friendship with the cannons of enmity. Why must you challenge me so?
That's my job, compadre. Ain't we had some good breakthroughs today? We couldn't have gotten there if I'd been busy agreeing with everything you said.
Oh, very well. But I still say you are most vexatious.
I've been called worse. I think we got some homework for you, though, right? You're gonna film yourself and do some acting for its own sake. We'll check back in a few weeks. But Eddie, I think you're doing great. We made a lot of progress today.
It's true.
Naturally, the human condition is my oeuvre. Nevertheless, you have been a competent guide. You have reminded me of what is most important in unlife. Me.
Really? You forgot that? You'd forgotten that?
I should like to give you a gift.
Oh.
Oh, come on. You don't need to do nothing like that.
Nonsense. It is meaningless to me, but it is beyond price for you. It is my headshot, signed with my autograph.
Thanks.
Oh, thanks, Eddie.
Cherish it always. If you help me to find my muse, then it is a gift even more precious. And I will find it ere we next meet. Of that, I promise you.
Okay.
Well, let's not put the pressure on, amigo. Just enjoy some acting. That's all I'm asking for. I'll see you in a few weeks then, okay?
Verily, so it shall be. Godspeed then, boy. Thou shalt witness me new and on. Farewell.
Hey.
A job well done, Samuel. I was particularly impressed at the way you challenged Edmund on what acting means to him.
Can you not eavesdrop on
he's
his face?
a weird fella, but I think he's gonna do okay.
He does it for my own protection. Remember when I needed him to come in and stop me from getting attacked by the rapist?
Yeah, I guess you're right. But it still kind of harms the doctor-patient confidentiality.
Well, I'm a trainee, so I think it's part of the contract.
It can be hard for our kind to retain our intrinsic motivation. Something must keep him going. I do hope that he will find his. But you, Samuel, must rest. The work you have done in these past 2 months deserves to be celebrated. So do not linger here in this dusty room.
Why is your room dusty? Don't you have cleaners?
Perhaps you can even be encouraged to dance.
No.
I think I'm gonna need a lot more therapy myself to get to that point.
Very well, Samuel. Then let us at least make sure you get well nourished. Find a friendly neck downstairs, my friend. You deserve it. And rest in peace.
Okay, last time I did not take his advice of what to drink, and I feel like that's happened before. Like, whatever he tells me to drink, I always wind up getting something else, and I don't know if that's just inconsistency in the game.
Was there even blood in that last one? She said it was black food dye, so...
No, but it also had blood. It was a blood cocktail. But am I going to find a friendly neck, or am I going to get something completely different? Like, why do I never take his advice?
Well, they say don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys, but maybe don't let them be actors either.
Two queerest jobs you could get. Edmund's tied his whole identity to the stage because the stage saved him from the streets when he was a kid. Obsessed with the audience, disqualifies positive about any other actors. Definitely suffered abuse as a kid, still thinking the same ways he did as a kid?
Still thinking the same was he did as a... I think that's a typo.
That the stage is always going to offer salvation. I suggested Edmund try acting for its own sake. He forgot the fun while he was looking for the safety. I hope it goes well.
Well, time to dish with Crimson a little. I gotta talk to some more folks, though. Andy's mainly my teacher, so I'm starting to feel like Crimson's my only friend. Hey, only friend.
Excuse me?
What? Oh, yeah, Crimson. Hey, Crimson.
Are you blushing, vampire?
No, that ain't possible.
It's all right. It's nice to hear from a vampire who's younger than Jesus. Now, let's hear how this week went before you go out there and find friend number 2.
Oh, we're going to find a friend?
All right, real quick. This client of mine, he had a real bad time as a kid. Well, worse than I did, it sounds like. But he found fame early, and now he's talking about fate and how he's destined for greatness again.
Met plenty of destined for greatness folk in D.C. I lost patience for it. How do you think you handled him?
I learned my lessons from the last session. He didn't threaten to jump off a cliff this time or anything. I gave him an assignment to film himself doing something he loves doing. He seemed excited about that.
Sam is really good about talking about his clients without revealing any information.
You're either brave or adorable, Sam
Or
Walls.
case no
Well,
low
there's nothing
stones.
brave about it. As for adorable, well, some have used words to that effect before.
Okay, now I know you're confident enough to get out there. Giddy up.
Am I gonna go dance?
Here we go. Right to the edge of the dance floor, but not on it. Don't want anyone getting any funny ideas.
Once more alone, I see.
Ah, it's Eyeball Girl.
You scared the shit out of me.
But you can't shit. You're a vampire.
She's so autistic.
Know that I see much, vampire, and that I like what I see.
Oh, it's her again. Well, I was hoping to find a mortal friend, or at least a willing Nick. Now, what do mortals of this time talk about?
You ever hear about that TikTok?
Music.
They ever play the classics in here? A little Oh Susanna or Old Folks at Home?
No, they don't. All your favorite songs have been long forgotten now.
Well, what songs do you like?
If I told you, would you know them?
Probably not.
I see.
You see a lot, don't you?
Why don't you tell me what you see?
I see an interesting mortal. Someone observant. Someone who isn't afraid to have their own style.
Oh, even her buttons are eyeballs.
Yep.
That is what you observe. It is not what you see.
Well, fine, you tell me what I see.
You see the long vein across my throat. It looks very juicy, doesn't it?
Well, now that you mention it, it does.
Then consent is given. Do not hesitate, vampire.
Damn. Okay, my blue veins.
Shucks, that was something else. You got good circulation there.
Nice and juicy.
I see. And what do I taste like?
Kinda earthy. You could use some iron. What do you eat most often?
I eat a lot of carrots. They're supposed to be good for one's eyesight, and I like to see. I see now that you are tired and wish to enter your state of torpor.
Well, maybe I'll see myself out then.
That's offensive.
Oh.
I'm going to leave now.
Oh
Shoot,
no.
was it something I said? Well, at least I got a full belly. And now, time for some shut-eye.
So much for making a friend. I offended her. Aw. She's weird.
Good evening, Samuel. I believe you are seeing the Ancient One tonight, aren't you?
Is that the Bog Witch?
Yep, we're seeing the Bog Witch next time.
Bog Witch.
So, hope you enjoyed that.
Hey, we got 2 people done today.
Yeah, we did.
Breezing through.
Yeah. So you think it's 3 sessions with each of them? That's what I think.
Could be. I have no idea. I have no idea how long this game is. But, I mean, 3 is usually the magic number.
4 clients, 3 sessions each.
Yeah.
Well,
Leave room for DLC, you know.
Yeah, we see them once a month, so that's a year of seeing clients. Then my internship will be complete and maybe I'll start getting paid.
I mean, you get room and board here. I mean, that sounds
Yeah,
fine
and,
to me.
You know, free blood.
Free drinks, yeah. I get paid. What do you need money for?
Just wish I knew what Sam did with like his whole week in between clients. Considering he only sees 1 client a week. You think you'd be seeing like 4 clients a week. And then seeing them once a week, right? It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Like as far as therapy schedules go.
What's new in Vampire World?
New in Vampire World. Oh, Talamasca is coming out. I have already seen Talamasca, but you haven't. The review embargo for Talamasca lifts on October 16th, so that's when you'll be hearing my thoughts on Talamasca. It is a vampire show. It has multiple vampire characters, which you will know if you've watched the trailers. A new trailer for it dropped, a 2-minute behind-the-scenes sneak peek that combines like footage from the show along with actors from the show talking about the making of the show, and it shows clips from making of the show. You can watch it on YouTube. It takes lore from Anne Rice's Mayfair Witches and Vampire Chronicles books and the organization of the Talamasca and then has made its whole own new story and characters and like, not universe because it's set in the same universe, but it's a whole own thing just using that sandbox. It's not based on any books that are actually written. So it's writing its own stories using the sandbox of Anne Rice's world. So that's new vampire show. And that comes out on October 26th, and it starts with 2 episodes dropping that day, and then it'll be 1 episode each week going forward on AMC or AMC Plus if you're watching it on streaming, and it's 6-episode season vampire show. Hope you're looking forward to that if you like Anne Rice's universe. As you have seen from the trailers, there will be cameos of characters from the other Anne Rice universe shows featured in it.
Any Atlanteans?
No.
Oh.
The Atlantis characters have not yet made their appearances in the Anne Rice universe TV shows.
So I can never tell what I can say as a joke here because everything is taken so seriously. It's like, what about the aliens? It's like, oh no, the aliens don't show up until...
No, the aliens show up in the same book as the Atlanteans. See, the aliens created... The Atlanteans aren't aliens, but the Atlanteans were created by the aliens.
Jesus.
No, Jesus shows up in the 5th book.
I'm just not going to say anything anymore.
See,
Bacon.
What?
Bacon.
Bacon? No, there's no bacon in Anne Rice's universe.
All right,
They're
there we go.
vampires. They can't eat bacon.
Got it. Okay, good.
Unless you're talking about Sir Francis Bacon.
I was going to say, like, maybe Kevin Bacon was in one of the movies somewhere. You know, he's in everything.
No, but Jesus is... she wrote books about Jesus, like Jesus' life story, but Jesus is actually a character in the
sure
Vampire
they
Chronicles.
wrote a book about that.
Lestat meets Jesus in the 5th book.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, that Jesus.
You know, there was like a thing in Family Guy or The Critic or something where it was like Stephen King pitching his new book, and he's like, "All right, Stephen, it's time to write your new book." And he's like, how about one about picks up it like a lamp, like a haunted lamp. Ooh. He's like, when can you have it done? It's like that's that kind of, you know, Anne Rice is like, well, what if we just did, you know, like the History Channel guy, aliens.
I mean, if it's related to anything like Catholic lore, it's
Aliens?
It's going to be in an Anne Rice book.
Okay.
No, but like she also writes about vampires and werewolves and mummies and witches and ghosts. Like you take universal monsters and mix them with Catholic lore, and that's an Anne Rice book.
I don't know. It's just the whole Atlantis thing. Even though I know, you know, out of context, just looking at the book title is a very jump the shark moment. Though I would not put it past that there is actually like a jumping of a shark somewhere in these books.
No, there's no jumping of a shark in the books.
Okay. Unpublished manuscripts.
I have read the unpublished manuscripts. Those are all in Tulane University archives.
And there's no sharks?
No,
Okay.
no sharks.
All right, cool. No sharks and no bacon. All right, the two things we can not look forward to in any Anne Rice novels.
Though in the TV show, they do go to a sushi restaurant where they're served live fish.
Wait, can they eat human food?
No, it's one of the human characters that's doing it.
Oh,
Though in the
okay.
TV show, they did make it where they can eat human food. And Louis does it just to like kind of torture himself. He's like, it tastes like dirt, but I'm doing it for like, you know, philosophical reasons. Because I'm a weirdo.
He's a self-hating vampire.
Yep, that's Louis, all right. Other vampire news.
Vampire Ball's coming up, right?
Yep, sure is. I will be in New Orleans Halloween weekend, attending all the vampire events. Anne Rice's Celebration of Life, hosted by her son Christopher. The Anne Rice Fan Club Vampire Ball, which takes place the night before that. The Coven of the Articulate Dark Gift Alliance Vampire Ball, which takes place the night before that. Plenty of vampire shenanigans going on. New Orleans, the Potions Halloween Party Monster Mash, which is hosted by the Vampire Cafe and Boutique. All these vampire events in New Orleans, Halloween weekend.
How many years in a row have you attended this?
I started in 2021, so this will be my 5th year.
5th year? Okay.
Now I go every year. So you should too. Everyone should go to New Orleans for Halloween to do the vampire things.
You should set up like your own event there, like next year. It's like let's have like the
Come
Maven
to the
party.
Maven of the Eventide's other vampire ball. I will just call it the other vampire ball.
Yeah, you're like the off-Broadway. Yeah, the off-Bourbon Street version.
Would you come to my vampire ball if I hosted one?
We'll have punch bowls. That'd be great.
Punch bowls?
Yeah, like those big punch bowl drink things, you know?
I don't think those are like food safety friendly.
And they have them at parties all the time. I guess you're right. Not in the days of pills and roofies and stuff.
Yeah. We live in a society.
I was watching these videos like about people that have experiences without those kind of things, and there's these bars that will have like the entire bar is like lit up with LEDs. So when you put your drink down, like the drink basically just glows and fluoresces. So if there's anything floating around in it, it's like super easy to see.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sad that has to be done.
I know, and that's why I hate watching those videos too. I'm just like, oh, it's so great that oh God, why do you have to be like this?
Yeah.
Well, now I'm depressed.
Yep.
Worse than usual.
I did receive some very cool news that I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about yet about vampire news. I shouldn't say anything.
Well, it's too late now.
Well, I will tell you about it
Oh, okay.
later.
And it does look like you have a nice hefty pile of stuff over here.
Yeah, I'm going to be making another vampire library video very soon. And you will see. And my next vampire review video on Santos Treasure Dracula also coming very soon. We talked about that last time. That's almost done.
Yay.
Yay.
I know that was a challenge.
Yes. I just, the movie's so obscure and hard to find that I couldn't get, like, footage of it. I got the Blu-ray, but the thing is I can't put the Blu-ray on my computer because computers don't have Blu-ray drives, so...
Well, I mean, they do. We just don't have one.
Yeah. Yet.
We did get that really cool shadow cast thing, but it turned out not
Nope,
to
that
work.
didn't work.
Womp womp. At least now we have one. We got a half off.
Technology. The things I do for my art.
Yeah. Maybe I can use it to, like, record Nintendo footage on or something. I don't know.
Would you start making content again?
No.
Then why would you need to record Nintendo
I don't know.
footage?
Just the power that I could. I mean, the TV I have here is, like, the only thing it has, like, a coax out. So I can't imagine, like, the amount of wires and hookups and converter boxes I would need to convert that to an HDMI signal.
Yes, you can.
I know
You're
I can.
imagining it right now.
Yes, I know, but I'm not going to.
But you're
Because now I
imagining it.
do do things for myself now. I've learned how to do things I enjoy for me. Haha.
Then why do you need the Shadowcast?
I don't know. It's just cool to have. Shut up. Take this away from me.
Oh, we got a new demo of a game that was sent to us. What's the name of that game? You download the demo on Steam, right?
Yeah. Oh, I don't
Hold
remember.
on. Let me pull it up. We were sent a new demo of a vampire game for us to play for you, which we will be doing.
Oh, the early access one?
Yeah, I don't want to wait till we're done with Vampire Therapist. Hold on. I got it right here.
Yeah, I'll find it first.
Vampire Clans.
Crud, I didn't get there first.
No, but we could pull it up so we can read the summary and look at it. Create the most powerful vampire clan to take over the Paris streets and underground. Challenge other clans, beat them, and enslave. Use spells, alchemy, and human blood to grow your power. Become the terror of all inhabitants, or use quiet politics to achieve your goals. So yeah, I was sent the...
I mean, it looks like a cross of like one of those like Fallout Shelter base builder things and Diablo. I don't know. It's a bizarre mishmash of genres.
Yeah, I was sent the demo and the full press kit of that. It has no NDA and no embargo. Feel free to record, stream, and publish your content whenever you like. So
I
yeah,
mean, there's someone streaming it right now.
cool. We can do that whenever we want. The music used in the game was created from scratch by the artist, so there shouldn't be any copyright issues. Very cool. Yeah, once I'm not bogged down with trying to make so many other videos at the same time, we'll get that demo out so you guys can experience it too.
Brilliance.
Well, until then, I hope you are enjoying the beginning of spooky season. By the time you watch this, it will be officially October Eve.
Why you keep looking at me? I guess yes. I can confirm that it's going to be October soon.
Aren't you excited? It's October. It's Halloween.
It's the passage of time means nothing to me, dear. Nothing.
But doesn't Halloween mean something to you? We decorated for Halloween about 2
We never
weeks
stopped
ago.
decorating for Halloween.
No, but we
kidding?
decorate. We bring out the Halloween decorations, and we change all of our linens from the year-round colors to black.
Our year-round colors are black.
We change all the flowers in the flower vases from whatever their colors are to
From black to black, yeah.
No, we have like blue and gold in some rooms, and we change that to black.
I just remember we used to have like 3 boxes of Halloween stuff upstairs in the attic. Now we only have 1 because we just keep it all out all the time.
Nuh-uh. Okay, the
only thing we bring out are like the pumpkin things.
Yeah, because pumpkins are not year-round decor. Things that are orange are not year-round decor. I do not tolerate orange any time of year except for Halloween. There's no orange in this house.
No orange? I guess no.
No.
Right, now that you mention it.
I do not tolerate orange. Black. We do have a lot of black.
A lot of black, purple, and green.
But like our bedroom is not a black bedroom. The guest room is the black bedroom. So our bedroom is gold and blue. It looks like a Marie Antoinette kind of style. Our bathroom is not black, but for Halloween, it's black.
No, we have black towels, yeah.
Yeah, but like...
Oh, and the bat rug.
Yeah, the bat rug, all the toiletries and stuff, all the Halloween fragrances come out. I put away all the summer fragrances. The hand soaps change, all the candles, the scented candles around the house change from the summer fragrances to the fall fragrances.
Mm-hmm. Very, very apple-y, yes.
Yes, it's changes.
It changes.
It's changes. It's Halloween decorations.
Changes.
All right, for the engagement, tell us how you decorate for Halloween. What's different in your house from your year-round Gothic decorations? How do you make your house more Halloween-y? It's got to be something, right? Something has to ramp up.
Well,
for
October's like
spooky
the only
season.
time that we can actually go out and do like furniture shopping and home decor shopping for the rest of the year. Because people are like, oh, yay, we can buy these fun things for Halloween, use them once and never see them again. And we're just like, yay, this is something we can keep up forever.
Year-round decor shopping, yes, but you do have to put out extra stuff this time of year. What is that extra stuff to you? That is my question.
In our case, it's stuffed pumpkins.
Yes, anything that's gourd related, harvest related, that is not year-round. And the black linens and fall fragrances. So you tell me, what is yours? I will be eagerly awaiting to read those comments to boost the algorithm on this video. Also, share this video with your friends. I need to get 4,000 watch hours on this channel. I'm so close to monetizing this channel. It's like at 3,900 watch hours, but it's a rolling yearly watch hours, and I've hit the 1 year mark on this channel, so it's like constantly rolling. So watch hours on this channel. I'm so close to monetizing this channel. Plenty of
if you
subscribers.
guys ever want to like quiz us on non-Perriers again, we can 100% answer all non-Perrier related questions.
All your candy knowledge. Paul has the power of Google in his hands. Until then, thank you and good night.
Non-Perrier.